This is going to be week 12, exercise 4. This is going to be the demonstration video. In this exercise, we're going to create a program that's going to analyze a string. What we're going to do is use the string class's toChar array to create an array of characters. Then we're going to look through every item in that array. And we're going to decide whether it's a white space, whether it's a space, whether it's an uppercase character, a digit, a letter. We're going to ask those questions. And what we're going to do is we're going to keep counts of those items so that we can display some statistics to the user. I'm just going to run this program and we're going to look at the results. So I want to go through and talk about what's going on here. First of all, we're creating a variable to hold our input. We're then creating a character array reference because that's what we're going to need to hold the array that's going to be generated. We've got integers to hold the counts of letters, digits, and white space characters. We've got a show input dialog here. We're asking the user to enter a string. Since show input dialog returns a string, of course, we're storing it in a string variable. In the next line, we're using the string class's toChar array to create an array of characters, and we're storing it in the variable array. We then got a for loop set up. We're going to start at 0, move through every item in the array, up to but not including the length of the array, because we don't know how many characters the user is going to enter. And for every item, we're going to ask the following questions. Is the current character a letter? If it is, we're going to increment the letter. If it's not a letter, we're going to ask the question, is it a digit? Because remember, we've got 3 options. Spaces are still white space. So, is it a letter? If it's not a letter, is it a digit? And if it's not a digit, then obviously it's got to be white space. But it is possible if it's not a letter, it could be white space. If it's not a digit, it could be a letter or white space. If it's not white space, it's going to be a digit or a letter. So we need to make sure we handle all of those possibilities. So if it's a letter, we're going to increment the letter. If it's not, we're going to test for digit. And we're going to increment digits. And if it's not, we're going to test to see if it's a white space character. And we're going to increment white space. When we're all done, we're going to display the results in a dialog box. So the string contains how many letters, how many digits, and how many white space characters. Let's run this. Let's put in a couple of different strings and see what our results are. I'm going to enter a string. This is my house. We've got 13 letters, no digits, and 3 white space characters. This space is space, my space, house. Let's take a look. Let's run this again. And this time, I'm going to put in, you got a 98. Again, it's detected 3 white space characters, 2 digits, and 7 letters. Finally, let's do another one. Let's just do a number sentence. I'm just putting in random numbers at this point. No letters, 19 digits, and 0 white space. Remember, plus and equals are not letters, and they're not digits either. They're other symbols. So they don't count. They don't come in our counts. If you have any questions about any of these functions, please feel free to email me, bsimbeck@ccac.edu, and I'll be more than happy to answer your question. Thank you for watching.